From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Hurt. This is your afternoon update. And you know what? It's definitely a little bit warmer out there. You may notice a bit more sunshine along parts of the coast here for today. So making for a pretty nice day. But temperatures are on the upward trend here going into the weekend. But temperatures going on a bit of a roller coaster ride. Going up, then back down again, and then probably back up again toward the end of next week. So a bigger temperature drop. You think about the temperature drop we saw yesterday, it's going to be even bigger as we go into next week. Cooler and unsettled, that's for next week. And that's typically a phrase I reserve for fall, but we're talking about it here as we go into next week. Your neighborhood forecast at a glance here. You know, I think some of us could touch 90 degrees in the valley for some of the warmer spots here for today, but mainly in the mid to upper 80s today. Looks like in the 60s and 70s for the higher elevations, mainly 70s, but there are going to be some of those warmer spots like northern Trinity County, for example, 82 degrees. And then, of course, out towards the coast, temperatures in the mid 60s with more sunshine that we've seen for the last several days here. Now, the winds are still a bit of a factor here, even going into this afternoon and evening, especially for the valley. That's going to keep our fire weather risk elevated just a little bit here. That's just because the humidity levels are dropping and temperatures are going up. Still pretty gusty even tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., but they should subside for Friday afternoon. That's good to see. However, still a little bit breezy out along the coast. Now, as we go into Saturday, notice Saturday morning, fairly calm winds pretty much across the board. But as the storm system approaches from the north and west, our winds are going to pick back up again for your Saturday and especially for your Sunday. So again, when we factor in the humidity, warmer temperatures and the winds, today, yes, the humidity levels are dropping, but we certainly have seen them lower. And they will get lower going into your Friday. As you can see, back down to the single digits for most of us in the valley, but then we'll see another increase in those relative humidity levels on Saturday. Bottom line is it's still dry. It's still going to be windy at times, and it's still going to be warm. So we still need to be extra careful to prevent any new fires from starting. So we take a look at the area of low pressure right here that brought us the showers, the thunderstorms yesterday for parts of Northern California, right? That's moving on out of here. As a result, warmer air is moving in, high pressure. But look it up over here. What do we have here? An area of low pressure, another one coming in behind that. So this is right here, the cooler and unsettled weather pattern that I got my eyes on. So these storm systems, they're just going to be slowly migrating down to the south and working their way into Northern California. So let's walk you through the timing of all that. First and foremost, those storms are still way up to our north, so we don't have to worry about those just yet. But you can see by 6 p.m. we're seeing more fog most likely developing along Humboldt Bay, Eureka, northern Humboldt County as well. But Delaware County is still looking at mainly clear skies even tonight and tomorrow morning. But still some patchy fog for parts of Humboldt County making its way along the Highway 101 corridor there as well. So as we go to Friday afternoon, though, look at that, lots of clearing. I think everyone along the coast will see sunny skies, and of course everybody else will see those sunny skies as well. But the approaching storm system will be moving in those clouds back in on Saturday, but still dry on Saturday. It's Sunday that we've got to look out for. All right, so there's that first storm system coming down on Sunday. Now, it's late in the day Sunday. I think Sunday afternoon for the coast, Sunday evening, we'll start to see some of those showers kick in for parts of Northern California. And also, the winds picking up with this area of low pressure. That then moves off to the east. So as it moves through us Sunday night into Monday, that's when I expect the best chance for rain for everyone. Valley, foothills, mountains, inland, and the coast. That's Monday. Then we go into Tuesday. That moves out. We're kind of in the transition between the two systems. That one's moving out. The next one coming from the Gulf of Alaska begins to move in on Tuesday, in particular for your Wednesday. It dives down to the south. Now notice how deep these areas of low pressure are diving. That means the cooler air is pulling down along with it, and temperatures will be significantly cooler than we've seen for quite a while. In fact, this will probably be the coolest we've seen so far for the season. Okay, then we see that scoot on out to the east. Temperatures will start to increase a bit. Chances for showers decrease as well. And then, of course, we've got that high pressure building in, drying things out, and not to mention warming it up. So let's transition now and just talk about what that means for our temperatures. So this is what we saw yesterday. That's moving on out. Temperatures are warming up as we see this warmer air in place. But by the time we get into Sunday, we've got this deep trough of low pressure that's got cooler air associated with it. This is deeper than the one that moved through yesterday. That's why temperatures are expected to drop down into the 70s for the valley. As it moves to the east, still cool on Monday and even Tuesday. We warm up a little bit as we go into Wednesday, but you can see the next shot of cooler air coming in on Wednesday. It dives down even deeper to the south on Thursday before that starts to move on out towards the end of next week. And there's that next ridge of high pressure bringing us warmer temperatures. So you get the idea of these temperatures going up, down, then back up again. In fact, let's take a look at the temperature outlook here from the Climate Prediction Center. Now, again, we have to remember when we're looking at this map, this is not saying it's going to be super frigid and below freezing and super cold. What this is saying is you take the average temperature for this time of the year, and these areas indicate the chances of seeing below normal temperatures for this time of the year. So when you get these really deep shades of blue, that's indicating, hey, you've got a really good chance of seeing below normal temperatures. It'll most likely be well below normal for this time of the year. When you get into the lighter blues, you have a slimmer chance. The chances are there, but you're not going to be looking at temperatures as much below normal as you would say down to the south here. But bottom line, the entire western United States looking at cooler weather as we go into the next 6 to 10 days. But we've got warmer weather to contend with first. We've got to get through this warming trend over the next few days before we get to those cooler temperatures. So we're talking mid to upper 80s today in the valley. We're talking 70s for most of the mountains today. Cooler spots, upper 60s. Warmer spots, maybe some low 80s. And then mid 60s for the coast. So let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. Cool and unsettled. Again, that's the key. What does that mean? Well, number one, temperatures, as you can see, will be much cooler for the valley, in the 70s, as I mentioned. Unsettled means, okay, you're going to be looking at that mixture of sun, the clouds. At times, it'll be partly cloudy. At times, it'll be mostly cloudy. At times, you may even see some showers fall from those clouds. But as it stands right now, I'm not seeing any significant rain, at least for the valley. But the best chance for measurable rainfall, I think, will be this time frame right here, Sunday night into Monday. And then Tuesday, we'll get that break. That's what it looks like for now. And then Wednesday, maybe another shot for some showers. Most of it, by the way, will be in the mountains. Same situation for everybody else, the coast, inland, and for the mountains too. Now the coast, you'll actually start to feel the impacts of that cooler weather. You're dropping back down into the low 60s by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Inland, up, down, and then back up towards the end of next week. That's also the case for Trinity County. We take you into Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains. Temperatures going up, then back down again, and also that cool and unsettled weather pattern starting Sunday and most likely lasting through at least the middle of next week. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back at 6 p.m. Have yourselves a great afternoon.
We're the locals down the street. The neighbor you come to for advice. A nest egg for the golden years. A loan or a new account for that growing business. What started in Chico 50 years ago has taken us all around California, providing big bank lending power and high-tech service, while keeping our relationships personal. We're still the locals down the street, no matter where your street might be. Tri-Counties Bank, California's local bank.